Hello, this is the second tutorial here for beginners HTML. Um, Please look at the first video if you are starting out. So last time we finished up, we have our title of our web page. So our title's over here in the tab. We have our head information. We'll be adding more information to this as we progress. We have our body, which is the whole body is what you see in the entire page here. We are followed up with a thing called a wrapper, a div, which is a divider. We have our header, which is the top of our website. Think of it as being a masthead of a magazine cover. And then we have our menu, which is over here. And we have our main content, which is in here. And we have a side, which is the stuff that we usually have on the right-hand side of our page. And then we have our footer, which is the bottom information that we normally have on a web page. So let's progress here a little bit more. We'll add a few more things in here. All right, so let's add more information in terms of structure to our site. So let's go and add tags to our navigation to make navigation work. So here, between the ally and the H for home, we're going to open up a new tag, and we're going to have one called a href, a, and then space, href equals, and then open talking marks, close bracket, and then on the other side straight away, between the E of home and the starting of the close li, we create a termination there for the A tag. So inside here, because it is our home, we can do a simple thing as put in this slash here, or you can type in here index.html. All right, so let's move on. We're going to go to A and then href, and we're going to open up talking marks, close bracket. I'm going to go across over here to the other side of the products, close the A tag. You notice that I'm doing things in an order where I open things and I straight away go the other side and then I close it straight away. Get into that habit, because if you open a lot of things and then forget to close it, the web page is not going to load or work properly. So I'm going to name this one here products.html. There we go. Don't worry if this goes to another new line. You see this is still line 13. I'm going to go to contact, ahref equals open talking marks, close bracket, go to the other side of contact, open, close it. And I'm going to call this one here contact.html. So these are going to be other pages that this website links to. Let's press Control S, and we're going to go over to our web browser and press F5, and you see here that this navigation is going to start to work. However, if you go to, let's say, products, it can't find the file because it doesn't exist yet. Let's go back in history by 1, and we're back on our site. All right, so let's go to adding more content into our site. Okay, so let's go in here, and we're going to create a thing called an article. So if you go to, let's say, a website that sells sneakers, you've got multiple products of sneakers. So therefore, every time you show a new sneaker design on one page, it's an article. Or if you go to a newspaper on the internet, every news story is called an article. All right, so we're going to do this now. The reason why we have different tags like this, and we don't really see anything change on this side, is because we want search engines, all right, we want search engines to understand, I just forgot to put in the close bracket there. We want search engines to understand what the content is. So we know here, if a web search engine is going to be searching through the internet, and it needs to know what parts of the web content is important, what's not, or what is the main article. All right, so we have here article, and we've tagged in our information, and let's add in our heading. So we have here a H tag. So we can call this here H2. And we close H2 straight away. And we're going to call this one here orange gelato. All right. And here now, our content needs to be organized in things called paragraphs. So if you have a lot of information on an article, paragraphs are very much needed. All right, so we have here open P and we close P. Okay, so you can add in here, I'm just going to copy this text here. I'm going to copy and then paste it. Oops, did a copy, control, pasting it, here we go. So we have a bit more content inside here now. All right, let's save this. So Control S, we go over to our web page over here, press F5, and we have here an article starting to form. Okay, so if you really wanted to, you can copy this whole article, press Control C, press Control V twice, and you have two articles here ready to go. So I can name this one here, lemon gelato. So press Control S, and we go over to our site and we refresh. See if my refresh button's working. No, I need to press F5. F5. There we go. And orange is there and the lemon is there. All right. So we've got that done so far. Let's do other things by putting in an article on the aside. So this here is the aside area. And I'm just going to put in here article, open article, and then close article. All right. And because it's an article on the side, I'm going to have the heading in the article as being less weight in terms of the search engine thinking how important this is. So I'm going to have here H3, so it's lesser of an importance. H3, this is not important. All right, H3. All right. So we have an article in the side. Let's duplicate this twice. So selecting it all, Control C, Control V twice. I'm using the keyboard arrow keys for navigating around the text box here, by the way. All right, so let's press Control S and let's press F5 again. So we have this structure happening now. All right, so congratulations, you have created your first web page. All right, very basic still. Few things are missing. Let's add in an image to our document here. So we are in the main content area, which is our gelato and our orange area. And I'm going to put in an image here. So type in here, open image, IMG. And we type in here source, so src and equals, and we open it, close it, and this is one of those tags that we need to close it straight away because there's no content within it. So we type in here close, yeah, and we close the bracket like that. All right, so there's no image in here just yet. We need to actually physically put an image into our folder. I'm going to do a placeholder one, and I'm going to have here orange.jpg. JPG is an image format for the internet mainly. It's very compressed. We can add this file in later on. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to select that whole line of code there, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go down to line 24. I'm going to paste the orange in, but this time around, I'm going to call this one here lemon. All right. So other things I need to do later on is adding things called alt tags and stuff, but we won't do that just yet. Control S, and let's refresh this. And we have here, there we go. So we have here an image that's going to go in there once it is in our folder, and one in there too. All right. So in terms of making these folders and stuff, more manageable. So we have here a thing called images. So one that is images. We can add in an image inside here. So I'm going to right click this, go to new, and hopefully I can, oh, I shouldn't do that. I'm just going to find an image and I'll add that in later on. But this is where I should be putting my images in later on. All right, that is it for this one. I'll be adding images in terms of content images in, and then we're going to get into CSS code. Thank you. Bye.